Yeah, I see him. I see him blinking.
Yep.
Alright, first question is this. How did Anxiety Effect start? And did you guys know each other before the band formed?
Jeff and I knew each other. Also, I had played the band before. Jeff and I started a band called 0.1 back in 2001, 2002. One day we went to practice. Jeff said he had to clean his drums. Took his drums home, never came back. So, problems with another member. I stuck it out, and that band lasted about 5 years. And then after that, that fell apart. I started another one, didn't like it. These two have been playing together forever.
Me and Dane started playing together.
Yeah, since we were about 15, so it's about 10 years. Yeah. Jamming.
Never got anything started.
Yeah, he got a guitar during the summer. I got one for Christmas, which is bad.
And me and Bill knew all of these guys.
They used to come to our shows.
Years. Like we grew up listening to these guys at local, and then just one day it just came together.
Sitting playing together, that's badass too, because I mean it's gotten a bond, especially between them two now, and it rubs off.
Yeah, we don't. They just when they write shit, it just comes together. There's no real.
And as far as like relationship wise, like this is just it's mellow, it's great, it's awesome. There's no bullshit. It's good.
Yeah, well, speaking of the writing. With the writing process, is it an entire band effort, or is it more one or two of you coming up with lyrics and music for the songs?
I tend to write everything myself. Just everything. No, he shows me a thing or two.
It's a group thing. Usually these guys will start it off with a riff.
Yeah, typically it starts between me and Bill with we'll start off with just some simple riff, build on it, see if we can, jam it out between everybody, work with it a little bit, and see if we can add more to it.
Yeah, we'll just get the very basis, and then practice it, get it real tightened down from transition to transition, and then John's like, well, let's stretch this riff out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I usually when I start writing lyrics or start freestyles, they're like, okay, this part needs to go longer, so we'll do this. I just kind of take the bits and pieces they have and extend them and rearrange them.
Yeah, it becomes it starts from like one or two people and just slowly spreads to everybody, and then all of a sudden everyone's got their hands in the writing process, and it's just
Dan does a lot
just takes a hold of itself.
Yeah. He's always got like one or two small things that he chimes in that like makes it really fucking epic.
You might show me a really basic.
He's eating right now, so he's eating. He's too cool for the interview, so.
Yeah, you might show me a really basic riff, and I'll throw my little like thing to it, and that's how a few songs are made.
When did you guys release the first CD, and how's the music evolved since then?
January 21st.
Yeah, we actually started the recording process in August of last year, but we had a lot of production problems. Scheduling was bad, still is. I mean, we're working with 1 day a week on anything. Like we want to write, we have 1 day to do it. We want to practice, we have 1 day to do it. We play a show, we have 1 day to do it.
Which is really cool. But I mean, as far as like where we've come with everything, because 1 day a week.
Yeah, we don't have time to do anything, but we still. That just kind of shows how everything is working, because we don't have a lot of time to spend on it.
So everybody's pretty mellow with everybody's schedule.
So it's usually we started in August. We did have an original drummer that took his place in the last band.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
He come in for a couple months and had no time to dedicate to it. So we broke it off with him. Everything was fine.
Jose, if you're listening to this, we all fucking love you. Never anything personal.
Hey! Look at that. What's up? This is our bass player, Dan. He's just getting back from an injury. He played his first show in 2 months.
Yes, first show back. Let's go. Right hand, ruined.
Severed tendon.
All right. Well, you guys sent me The Entity and Unyielding Anger. With The Entity, what is the meaning behind some of the lyrics of The Entity?
I think John can answer
my
that.
friend. You guys are good.
I can take
no. We have
I can take this.
No, I got it. I'm not gonna mention any names, but like, I mean, it kind of basically it's just about an individual. Like, it's if a person is being led down the wrong path because they say like somebody looks up to somebody and they're not really sure, and like kind of like a young mind, like where they should be in life, and they got the wrong people guiding them down the wrong paths and basically doing all their thinking for them, telling them the way they should do things. And when you eventually break that off and you realize that you can think and do things for yourself, this energy, this force, this individual who still has such a tight grip on you just won't fucking go away. So it's basically, you know, paying attention to yourself and realizing that you are one individual and you don't need somebody else to tell you how to live, and that person or that force, whatever it is, just will not die and go away, and he's always trying to fuck with you and ruin your own path you're trying to take. And it's basically, the song stands for, you know, the ending of it basically then kind of goes in chronological order where you know, the way that I structured it was, you know, I met an individual, took me down the wrong path at a younger age when I was, you know, looking up to him and idolizing what he'd already done in past bands and past music, and then I start to realize what a pile of shit he really is, and you know what he's doing to not make my life better, and he's making it worse. And then the song ends with, "I'm better than you because I am getting away from your life and living my own." Basically, is what it comes down to.
As a band in a whole, have you guys come across any real major problems, and how have you overcome those?
It's a good time for that question. Last 2 months have been a nightmare. We started in June or July last year was the first show.
July 23rd.
Yeah, July 23rd last year was our first show, and up until January, everything was fine. We didn't have any problems whatsoever. When that fucking shitstorms, dude, it hits you all at once. We had a show booked in Niagara Falls with STEM in January, and Jeff called me the Wednesday before the Friday of the show, and he said, dude, he's like, I'm in the emergency room, and I said, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. So we were kind of like, okay, we probably can't play the show. Well, then he called back the next day and said, everything's all right. He's like, I'm not really sure what's going on yet, but he's like, I can still play. And I said, okay. 24 hours later, Dan over here calls me, and like, he sends me a text message, and he says, dude, he's like, I'm in the emergency room, and my hand is gushing blood, and I don't know what's wrong. And I was like, okay, whatever. And he's like, no joking. And I was just like, oh shit. So he had a severed tendon in his hand, and we've been without him for a couple months. And then once he started getting back to where he was okay, Jeff's car where he can transport his drums took a shit. So we're kind of like, we have no money, no van vehicle, no fucking way to transport half our shit. Shitty schedule that we're trying to work around, so.
Well, we love each other, and it's fun. So
That overpowers just about any problem we ever encounter. Right?
we're just like, fuck it, we're doing it now.
Alright, well, speaking of the fun, do you have any funny stories that you'd like to share from your times on the road, or just in general?
Tomorrow, man!
Oh, either tomorrow or the coffin case.
Coffin case. Oh, coffin case is pretty good.
But I like the tomorrow thing.
Oh, nah, that's a bad idea.
Alright, spend very few time on both. Go. Coffin case first.
I'm scared of shit.
So fucking one day we're having I think it was before
Halloween
a show.
It was Halloween.
We were packing up all of our gear, trying to load in and then just run all the shit over to I think it was Tortugas.
Yeah.
Fucking anyway, we're sitting there in the jam house, and Jeff is running a little bit late, and we're all sitting there, and we're all just kind of sitting there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck with Jeff. I'm just gonna fuck with him. And they're all right. Well, you should probably get in get that big ass case.
My hardware.
Yeah, hardware case
Big
for his
long
drum
coffin
rack.
case for my rack and all that stuff.
So I lifted the lid up, and I'm like, dude, I wonder if you could fit in that. And he's like, well, let's find out.
I come in and my rack's tore down, and they're like, everything's ready to go in the case, and I'm dicking around, and Dane was in there for a while.
Like 10, 15 minutes we're talking. I'm sitting in this case like, come on, Jeff. Open the goddamn crazy ass case.
I flipped it open, and he was just like, ah! He had the Phantom and the opera mask on, and it scared
Right. Then he starts like, he looks, he's like, ah! Boom! Shuts it again, he like jumps on it, he's like, ah!
Well, he first walks in there, and he was just like, yep, my case. I'm like, yep, it's right here. He's inside, and I pick it up and fucking drag it, just drop it, and slam it on the fucking floor. He was getting ready to come out because he thought it was Jeff moving it, but it wasn't. So he was in there for like another 10 minutes, and he finally opened it up, and he was
I'll tell you what.
Christ, and he gets done, he slams it down, he shuts it,
That's dedication to a fucking joke, man.
Yeah. There was a couple funny studio sessions as well.
Oh, no doubt. I got a good studio session.
Tomorrow?
Well,
No, that wasn't in the studio. That was them hanging out somewhere.
Yeah. Well, when we were recording, I'm gonna tell it.
Okay. I don't even know where you're going with here, but
no, it's the end of Murder.
Mm.
All right, so
Oh, Jesus
we're sitting
Christ.
there. I'm in front of the computer. He's behind the mic. We're getting it done. And we get to the end. It says, "Fuck you both." Now, when there's two people saying both,
Because I was double tracking my vocals, so there was two of me on this.
yeah.
on one track,
So you hear this, both.
and there's like spit and slime.
And I'm like, dude, it sounds like lovemaking. What?
I was like, what the fuck is lovemaking? He's like, well, just listen to it. And he's playing it back in there in my headphones. Over and over and over again. I'm like, what do you, lovemaking? I'm like, just say it sounds like a fucking wet pussy. He's like, yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'm like, we don't call it lovemaking.
Yeah, that's gay.
So we just keep going at it. We keep trying to go at it, and I can't figure out how to fix it because no matter what
I
you do,
tried
you
it
can't
like
say
so-
both exactly the exact.
Yeah, every time I did it,
So I'm
it
like,
was
hey,
sloppy
dude.
vagina juice. So.
Hey, say both. What? Both with an F.
Both.
Okay, so we did it. And
So both tracks, technically at the end of Murder Song, when it sounds like I'm saying both, it's two tracks saying both.
So there's some
gangsta there.
We should have changed that in the lyrics.
And then
Both. Fuck you both. Who rolls with both anymore?
I know.
That's so last week.
yeah, absolutely.
The final question is, what are some of the plans that you guys have for the band in the near future?
Scheduling wise, permitting, we have a lot of local shows we're going to do. A couple regional ones. We're playing Jamestown June 30th, I think.
Yes,
It's
June
a
30th.
really big festival at the Ice Arena in Jamestown. We're playing that. A couple of weeks we play just down the road in Olean for the first time, and it's a place called Cajones. There's a couple other dates we're working on, but right now we have to take a month off in July. Dan's got a kid on the way, Jeff's got a wedding he's in, so we're just gonna take a month off and finish writing some stuff. And
Writing is awesome.
we're probably gonna record the new song we played tonight, just to make it a free download for everybody until we can get enough material for another album.
That's gonna be a fun one.
So yeah, that, as
Some
of right
other,
now, I mean,
some other like far-fetched dreamer plans would be,
getting a fucking vehicle and being able to
getting
drive to a fucking venue that's not 5
Yes,
minutes away from our house.
exactly.
But we're
As
taking
it is now, it takes what, like four vehicles to get us to a show.
Yeah.
If we can invest in, that's one thing I would really hope that comes in our near future is just a cool bus, a vehicle, just anything that can take all of us and all of our gear, one vehicle, one shot.
The next thing will be probably t-shirts. We have been getting t-shirts.
Eric's actually from Corey, and I'm from 45 minutes farther in Edinburgh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no shit. So you came all the way from Edinburgh, technically?
Wow.
Nice. That's great.
Wow.
Very cool.
Hey, thanks for coming. I want to thank you guys for doing an interview with me.
Hey, dude, no problem, man.
Absolutely.
We,
It was nice meeting you guys,
help push
and-
the, help
Very
out
nice
radio.
meeting you.
I'm looking
Nice
forward to
meeting
getting
you.
home and getting
Hold
this
that
CD
up.
put on my computer so I can add them, so I can add the rest of the tracks.
Yeah, dude, and like I said, dude, that other guy that
Buy
asked
it.
for him,
Buy this CD. Amazon, iTunes, from us, www.theanxietyeffect.com. You can get this fucker anywhere.
Effect, not effect. With an A.
Effect.
Yeah, it's right there on the back.
It's another one of them words.
Right.
Oh, effect.
Hey, well, thanks again, guys.
Hey, dude, thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for doing this.
We don't,
It's awesome to have you guys here.
it's just really odd to have the amount of support we have. Not
It is
even
pretty
here in
crazy.
town. I mean,
It is fucking crazy.
this shit, like, the last band him and I started together, that was together for 5 years, and we're seeing shit happen with this band within 1 year that band didn't even start.
Oh, the cherry on the top?
All the
The cherry on the top?
they have.
Me and him have never, ever been in a band before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their first band.
This is our first band ever.
It'll be your last, too.
July 23rd, I about shit myself our first show.
Oh, that's a funny story we can share. I remember going into that show, oh man, I'm not gonna be scared, I'm gonna get up there and fucking tear it up, man. It's gonna be awesome.
All talk.
We get on the fucking stage,
White.
he's standing there looking at everybody, he sees all these people in front of him, and he's just like, his face is fucking pale as all fucking, he's like, okay, I gotta start playing now.
I mean, I tried as much as I could, dude, but I'm telling you what, I just didn't have it.
Wow. It's so awesome up there now, though. Everybody is so comfortable.
Oh man, like tonight, I fucking
Despite
played that very last song. Fuck me, man. Broke a string, had to swap out my wireless to the next guitar, which is a pain in the cock. Fucking, as soon as I get it hooked up, I run off stage, start jamming out. Wireless comes out, falls on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna connect everything.
Dang, I know. We were fucking jamming. I'm like, okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. All of a sudden, I hear like the volume drop, and I see Dane's gone. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is the best part of the fucking song, and he's missing, and I don't hear nothing. All I hear is fucking boom, boom, boom from fucking Dan, and a little bit of you, and that was it.
Yeah. Someone kidnapped me. I'm sticking to that story.
I know, you really-
I got to piss like a horse. I got to piss in a race. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know that pisser don't work.
Oh, don't work, Dane. You gotta go.